see?
Yeah. Yes, I can see.
Oh, there's
You got the funny spiky hair, man.
There's the Flavalanche gang.
Trying to make a joke about flam. Flam? Flam?
What the fuck is flam? What are you on about?
Don't know. Spam is the thing. That's meat in a can.
Oh, well, I guess you're rhyming now. Look there, it's got the was again.
Greta Thunberg's gonna glue herself to the train.
You say something? I said you say something.
Excuse me, Greta. Would you mind not
Now
doing
look
that?
at that. I got empty. It got empty all of a sudden. What's going on? Damn, I wanted to review Mario. It's because of guys like you who like Gex. Fuck you, Gex is great.
Assaulting civilians is one of the. It's not a war crime. Is that a war crime?
Yes, assaulting civilians is a war crime.
I mean, it's part of Shinra, so like, oh god, they're just. I don't remember this part in the remake, where they just yell at random civilians on the
Should
train.
they put this in the remake where he yells at the Shinra
Oh.
manager? No, they do because there's 3 of them in the remake. It's like this guy, and then a woman, and then another guy.
We will not submit to intimidation or violence.
In this version, it's
Does
just
he
one
like
guy.
swear at them? And
In this one, he
Did he
threatens
slap
to
them?
shoot him. He punches him and threatens to shoot him.
chugga chugga chugga.
How's
You know, London. You know what's funny, Charlie?
What is
Public transport in London. I have many public transport tales. I have met out of pretty much all the nutcases. Out of maybe like the 8 nutcases I've met in London, 7 of them have been on public transport. It's just like
Have you met
festering
only
grounds.
7 or 8?
Oh no, I met more, but like the ones I can remember. You want to know one of the worst ones I remember? So, this kind of older teen gets on the top floor of the bus, and I'm sitting kind of in the middle. And you know they have the big like group row at the back, where there's nothing between them. It's like where the bad kids sit, like on the school bus or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? They have that on public transport. So she goes there. She sits in the middle seat. She's got like 2 seats on either side. So some people play loud music on their phone or on their speaker. She legitimately takes out 2 speakers, plugs them into her
I like
phone
where this is going.
for maximum noise, places them on either side of her for maximum coverage on these 2 other chairs, just to take up optimal seat room on the bus. And then she starts to play loud rap music over them.
Go on.
Like no one said anything to her. Everyone just stared straight ahead. They're like, okay, she's clearly baiting. She's probably gonna stab us. Stare forwards, say nothing. And this went on for like 15 minutes. And she just got up and left. She was clearly disappointed. It was clearly like some kind of tactic there. I don't know.
Did you see that old man molesting Jesse there? Look, she goes and slaps him.
No. Sorry, I was getting too angry over public transport. The other nutcase is there was a man who ran onto my bus once screaming that he was going to get stabbed and he was following, and the bus driver had to let him off immediately, and he needed to take someone's phone. That was a good one. And there was someone who started yelling at someone else to see their passport, and then called his mother. There was...
Look at Wedge.
Oh, and there was a person on the train who went around handing out anti-vaxxer, like anti-mask conspiracies. This was near the start of COVID. And she handed us this little pamphlet. And on this pamphlet it said, masks don't work, you know? And you want to know why they don't work, Charlie? You want to know the scientific evidence?
Tell me.
When placed in a vacuum chamber, masks do not work. In a vacuum chamber. What the you know, so basically your COVID mask won't work if you're sitting in a vacuum cleaner.
If you're in space.
In space, it doesn't work.
Snakes on the plane, COVID in space.
Anyway, there's my little... Is that man like a rabbi? It's got like the stuff.
No, that's Biggs. They're in disguise.
No,
look, there's Wedge.
Oh yeah. Why does Wedge look like the Duplo man?
Because he is. How do you think they got the Duplo man?
Sorry, my public transport rant. So what I assume has happened here is they've been attacked by a nutcase on public transport and have had to flee.
I haven't had that many
Shinra.
bad interactions. I once saw a guy. I came back from a concert. It's like 2 AM on the train. I saw a guy eating KFC. He was literally going, "Oh, slurping,
If you're going on public
slurping
transport
barbecue
at
sauce
2
with his
a.m.,
fingers.
you deserve what you get at 2 a.m. If you're just
It
going
was.
at
I
like
was very
7
worried.
o'clock in the morning, when like generally respectable people will be up and about, I don't know. You don't expect this kind of stuff.
Alright.
You know, I just wanna sit on my bus seat and play chess on my phone. What is that? Why are there? The hell are those? Those are actual just Pokemon.
They're crispy.
There's like a microwave with legs.
Whatever they are, they're gone now. What are they?
I don't know. They're just Pokemon, really. They're like flying leeches.
Sometimes you can see the names. You have to get the capture thing up. I forgot what button it is to do that.
How did Jessie get up there? Was she just standing up there all along? Or are you in the vents?
Jesse.exe.
I saw Jessie vent. I hate myself.
We're literally venting in Final Fantasy VII.
Bro, you're gonna get out the ladder and Barrett's gonna be standing there and he's gonna hit report. He's gonna hit the emergency button. Yeah, no, this is surround sound, right? I'm not. One of my earphones hasn't stopped working. No. No,
yeah,
okay,
it
cool.
is. This
I'm
game,
not going down.
this game
I
does that a
dislike it
lot,
when
and it's kind of annoying.
well, I mean, I think it's fine sometimes, but I don't like it when one of the ears is quiet enough that you just think your headset isn't working anymore. Because like,
Yeah,
I've
this
had
game
it
does
not
that a lot.
working, and I assume it's surrounding me. I'm like, well, it's just so immersive, but in reality, I've just like stepped on my headphone cable. You know.
Oh, here we are. Reactor. I don't even know what number this is.
Cloud fell off the pipe
And
cracked
fucking-
his skull open. Then he just started screaming, and everyone just looked at him and they're like, "Oh my god!"
He got brain damage again.
He snapped back to reality.
Me? Gungaga.
What the hell are those?
The pipeman. Oh, now we can read what the different enemies are.
What are they? I'm not
Let's
sure
see.
what my
Smogger.
Smogger.
And that is a proto machine gun.
Boy, mate, I'm gonna go out into the smoke. I'm gonna light up my candle, as you do. And I'm gonna walk down to the industrial plant to make bacon powder.
What's he describing?
Describing the daily life of a Londoner during the Industrial Revolution, when they go out into the smog to work at the bacon powder factory.
Ah yes, the famous baking powder factories.
Not baking powder, bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon, yeah, the thing you eat. They shovel the pigs into the furnace, and they like pollute the environment.
Raph, I know what we need to speak about.
What? What do we need to speak
A
about? Let's get back to the
thing,
topic.
a thing we discussed last time. A
Did we?
certain movie of sorts.
I cannot remember anything we discussed last time. This has been like a month, so that I haven't been editing because I'm lazy. So you know.
Remember, Ralph, it was a discussion of which film was more artistic.
Okay.
A certain film that
Hit me.
we watched at my house.
Ah yes. What was it? Advent Children.
Yes.
First of all, the title misleading, to say the least. There were no advent calendars, and there were children.
There were a lot of children, and
There were children who were very
abducted.
underutilized. They got abducted, and then he like got them to stand in a circle. But it wasn't like a human wall circle. It was like just like a loose circle of them. It didn't really make sense actually.
And then and then they got washed by cloud with Aerith's juices.
Why did they need the children? I never got that actually.
I don't know.
Was it just them to stand in a circle? Like there was no reason for them to be there.
reason-
They didn't need.
I think it's to lure Cloud or something. I know that the reason it's called Advent Children is because they're supposed to be the children of Sephiroth. And the Advent is Sephiroth's return, hence why he randomly shows up.
Why did they need like all those 5-year-olds?
Look,
That's
he
just-
says it here, look.
The point is, why
Look.
did they need to? Oh,
She's got
Oh my
Sephiroth's
God.
sword. Papa!
Papa.
Sephiroth! He's in Smash! No! Not another sword anime character! Get him out of here!
You start talking. Oh, there's Tifa. It's
young
Yeehaw.
Tifa. It's like
It's Tifa Dixie edition.
Rafi, I didn't say what you thought about Children yet. You just said
Oh,
there were
why-
children.
why are
There were
you shooting me?
children.
Oh, yeah,
and
right.
calendars.
Oh yeah, sorry. Advent Children. Okay, so my problem with Advent Children was
It was
you
very
were like to me.
autistic.
Pay attention to the box because that contains the whatever, the
Genova.
Infinity Stones or whatever.
It's Genova. It's Genova's head.
No,
And it
not
goes,
the box of gin. The one with the marbles. The big glowy marble.
Oh, the
things.
one with the materia.
Yeah, materia. You're like, oh, this is really important because it explains their powers. No, it doesn't. Nothing in that film made sense. The thing about most films is, normally when there's like a Deus Ex Machina moment, you know, something happens and you don't know why, and you're like, oh, that's so ridiculous. I can't believe the good guys got out of it like that. That film, I wouldn't understand if there was one, because it just stopped making sense from like 2 minutes in, to be honest. Like genuinely, it took 2 minutes for it to lose me. Like it was having flashbacks, and they were friends with gods, and
You mean Aerith and Zack?
yeah.
Who, by the way,
I mean,
it doesn't introduce in the movie. Expects you to know who Aerith is and Zack.
Yeah, no, it expects you to basically not only understand the game, but have an in-depth knowledge of the game. To vaguely,
Yeah, like the whole Zack thing.
like you need to be living in a house with a bunch of other people who believe they are like spiritually aligned with
God.
Red 13. Trying to make a Final Fantasy treehouse.
May I add that I watched that movie for the first time without knowing anything about Final Fantasy, and I was a little autistic boy, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool. I didn't know who the hell any of the characters were.
The thing is, it's just silly. It just has so many. Like, people complain about like films having too many flashback scenes. I reckon that film, but every time it's a flashback, you would take a shot and you would be dead. Like,
Die of alcohol poisoning.
you would die within the first 4 minutes. In the first like, I believe like the first 4 scenes were all flashbacks. Like, just
The
all of
first
them were
scene was actually in the future.
It was
Remember?
a forward flash. It was a flash forward.
Oh!